All right, guys, welcome to Florida's Treasure Coast Market Update. Today we are talking all things acreage.
You better get fired up!
So let's get into, I'm going to share my screen here and let's see, share screen. I want you to be able to look at exactly what I'm looking at as we go through the MLS here and see some different things, right? So let's sneak over here. Okay, so you can see the screen here. This is the MLS. Okay, so we're looking up everything that a realtor can see on the MLS. And I want to start looking up acreage. So we're going to go to Port St. Lucie. And you can see in Port St. Lucie, we've got 1,120 properties for sale. 4 months ago, there were 365. Well, that was single family homes. Let's come down to type single family home. There were 365. Now there's 1,011. That's roughly 3 times as many homes as there were just 4 months ago, right? So we've got a lot of inventory coming on. I have seen prices come down a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. So we're seeing a trend here. But let's come down. There's 2 different ways in the MLS that you can look up acreage, right? And I'm going to show you both because I want you to see how accurate each is. So we're going to come into lot square feet, okay? So an acre is 43,560 on the square footage, okay? So you can see there are 18 available. And if you look over here on the screen, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 might be a double, or maybe it's right on top of each other, something like that. When I say double, it's because there are 2 MLSs here overlapping. Sometimes if they're listed in both, they'll be listed twice, right? But you can see we've got 18 results for 43,560 square feet. Now you're probably thinking, Joe, this is too much information. Why do I care? Here's what I want to show you. This is going to help you and maybe even your realtor look for some properties that are a little more challenging to find, right? If we come down to acreage, lot description, we can punch in different amounts of acreage, right? So if we've got an acre or more, we'd hit this, and we'd hit this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Right? We'd hit all those. You can see we've got 19 options, right? So there's an added option there. Why is there that added option? The reason there's an added option there is because the realtor did not punch in the square footage on the lot. They simply punched in the acreage in the lot description, right? So you want to look up both, because sometimes if the realtor doesn't enter one and they enter the other, you'll find it that way and you won't find the other. And I don't even know that there's one missing because of this, because you might say, well, that's not a big deal, right? Unless it's the one, then it is a big deal. But there might have been overlap. It might have been 18 over here, but here they're showing 13 of those with another 6 that didn't show up, totaling 19. So you could have a couple different things going on here when it comes to what's showing up, right? So there's the acreage. So either way, we've got 19 out of 1,011 single-family home options. 19 divided by 1,011, that's 1.88% of your options in Port St. Lucie have an acre or more. That's tough to find, right? So a lot of people will come here, especially if they're not from the area, and they'll say, hey, I want to be in Port St. Lucie, but I got to have at least an acre or more. And I'm telling them, hey, you're going to pay a lot of money. You're not going to have a lot of choices, and it's going to be tough. Are you ready? Right? It's going to be a little bit challenging. And you can see, too, out of these 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are considerably west of town. A lot of people are not going to be attracted to this. They want to be right in the heart of the city, right? Well, if you want to do that, you're going to have 11 options, not 19 options. But let's get in here anyway and just take a look at what our options are if we're looking at all 19 options, right? I'm going to go price, high to low, and you can see we've got 2 million, 2 million, 1.98 million, 1.39, 1.23, 1.17, 1.09, 1.09, a million, a million, a million, 995, 950, 900, 788, 7 and a quarter, 650, 569, and 5 and a quarter. So we've got a lot of different price points, but if you want an acre, it starts at 5 and a quarter. And this 5 and a quarter is a 741 square foot house. Let's take a look at some of these photos, right? That's actually kind of cute. I kind of like this. Okay, cute little place. It's got an acre. Oh, it's got a little pond in the shape of a heart. Don't show my wife that. It's got a little pool out back. I kind of want this now. I don't know that I can deal with a 741 square foot house though. I'd have to get rid of my kids. Anybody want my kids? But they got 91 photos. Well, we're not going to go through 91 photos, but there you go. What does 570 get you? Okay, here we got a metal roof, which is nice. We got a 2-stall garage. We got granite. I don't know about these photos with the hands in the way, but other than that, we got granite. All these photos. Guys, we got to get photography going here. Professional photography realtors. Let's go. All right, we got French blinds. This is nice. Looks like it's in great condition. Updated. This is great. This is fantastic, right? And then it jumps to 650. This is the last one we got under 7.25. Here we don't even have photos. You get a 2-stall garage. You can see it's got a lot of mold or dirt on the bottom here. And then you get a photo of the sky and who knows what, right? Not overly helpful. But looking at this lot square footage, 43,560 is an acre. You can see these are all just a hair over an acre. Okay. Coming up, let's see if there's any monstrous ones. Okay, here, 375,923 divided by 43,560. So this one is 8.63 acres. That's 950. So if you want more than like 1.2, 1.3 acres, that starts at 950 in Port St. Lucie. I want to do one more thing, right? I am interested personally in seeing if I want to be kind of in the heart of the city, not looking at the outskirts here on the west side. What are these prices looking like? We got 11 of them. These, okay, we got the 5.25, we got the 569, we got a lot of the cheaper ones in this area. That's phenomenal. That's great. I like that. So let's look at this one that's 1.979. This is the most expensive one. Here are the photos. We're not going to look at all of them. There's 103 of them. But you can see they got a beautiful yard. They got a beautiful pavered driveway. Yeah, this is stunning. It shows really nicely. It's well staged. The lighting is beautiful. The photography is beautiful. I love it. They got crown molding. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous home, right? When we come back to list, these guys have 61,420 divided by 43,560. They're at 1.41 acres. That's a good sized lot, right? Look at this. This one says that it's got over an acre, but then on lot square footage, it says 10,000. So that might be a mistake by the realtor there, right? This one right here, 788. They didn't even offer or enter lot square footage. So if I was trying to look that up, I wouldn't be able to find it. So it's important as realtors especially, but even as buyers, to note that you might want to look up lot square footage and acreage because a realtor may not put in one or the other, right? So very important. So let's go back to edit search and let's come down to sold. And I want to look since 1/1 of 2022. How many have we sold? We sold 8. So right now on the market, we've got, 19, 20, something like that. And we're selling 8 in a roughly 7-month span. What that tells me, at the end of 1 is a month, at the end of 7 is 7 months. Yeah, in 7 months. So we've got like a year and a half's worth of inventory of properties that are an acre or more. Why do I believe that's true? Do I believe there's so few people out there who want an acre or more? Absolutely not. I don't believe that at all. What I believe is there are a lot of sellers who are overpricing their homes thinking that, hey, in Port St. Lucie, there's no options. I'm going to overprice it and I'll get it. And it's not always true, right? They'll sit, and you can see that here. Now, I just opened up the options here to include that west side again. And you can see out of the 16 sales, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, roughly 7 or half are pretty far west out here. So let's, just because the majority of the people I'm talking to want to be somewhat in the heart of the town, let's look at these and let's see what they sold for. Okay. So the highest price one sold for 2.25, but you can see it's right on the water. It's got exactly an acre. And this is a monster house. It's 4,000 square feet, right? 1.7, 1.4, 1.4, 1.2. Okay, now we've got a big bright price gap, right? And we got 610 and lower. We got 339, 277. So you can see right here, this one was listed. The lot square footage was 1993. There's no way that's true. There's no way that's true. In fact, let's go through the photos here. I want to see if they've got a bird's eye view shot. I'm betting this is a normal lot, and it was just erroneously. It was erroneously entered, right? So that one was a no-go. This one's probably the same thing. Where was it? Right here. 10,000 square feet, right? So again, we've got another error. There's a lot of errors in here. So it's really important to put the right information in here. And my gosh, you could have an acre and nobody's finding it when they're looking up an acre or more because we didn't enter the information. Very important. This one sold at 610. I can see it's got 108.9 on the square footage for the lot divided by 43,560. Back it up. So we got 2.5 acres exactly. It's 1,919 square feet. It's 3-bed, 2-bath, and it's sold for, not asking price, but sold for 610. You can see a 3-stall garage over here. Looks beautiful on the outside. Nice metal roof. Presents nicely. Mature trees on the back and the right sides here. Oh, this is cute, man. Yeah, look at this. Look at this little extra outbuilding over here. Looks like we got a pond over here. We got I'm guessing that's a pool, but I guess we'll see. I can't imagine you get a pool on this house. Cute patio, man. Oh, I love this house. Oh, man, they got granite. Now, it's a little dated, but it's like it looks fine, right? And if you're trying to get acreage for cheap and you're getting 2.5 acres in Port St. Lucie, I mean, 610, I don't even have to sell you on the fact that it's a steal. It's the only one under 1.2 million, and it is 610. This is a heck of a deal, man. Kind of jealous. This is nice. They do have a pool. Dude, this is crazy. So unless there was something really wrong with this house, this was one heck of a deal. Yeah, and you got that outbuilding. So there you go. Oh my gosh, they got a little go-kart track too. This is awesome. Where in the map is this? Okay, it's way out east. So that just kind of shows you how many have sold. 8 in 2022, guys. And we are 7 months through the year. There just aren't a lot of options. So I don't want that to dissuade you or tell you can't do it. I just want you to be aware of how realistic it is, right? You better come with some money. If you have less than 1.2 million, there was one property in 2022 that had at least an acre that sold under that price point, right? Now, could you have been that person? Sure. But think of how many people right now are just waiting. They're waiting for that perfect property. And when it hops on, boom, 54 offers, right? So you've got to be prepared for that and be ready, right? So you want a saved search. Let's come out and look at a couple of these properties west of town. Let's just say you are okay. Live in west of town. And you'll come out here. Let's see what we've got out here for prices. Starting on the high end. Okay, the highest price one is $950. That's literally the second cheapest if we're looking in town, right? And they only get better. All the way down to $700,000. And a lot of these houses are big, 2,600, 2,400, 3,400, 2,400. But are the lots accurate? This one didn't enter one. These guys did. Good job. What's this house look like? That's a pretty house. That's a pretty driveway. That's a pretty kitchen, man. Right? Now, I'm not saying you specifically like the details of this house, but it's a good-looking house. That's great. What's this one for $729? Oh, it's got a gate, metal roof, nice elevation, little pond out there. Beautiful lawn. Look at that driveway. Yeah, that's a good-looking house, man. And here's the only other one that sold for under $800,000. We got a metal roof. Shows really nice. Oh, this is pretty. Yeah, and that's going to be attractive to someone who wants acreage too. They're going to love that rock. Yeah. So, guys, there you go. There's a little bit on what acreage looks like now. I don't know how to get out of here. Stop scaring. There we go. Just so you can be aware of what you want. If you want to be put on an automated email that'll send you properties that have a half acre, whatever it is you want, so you can kind of keep an eye out for that home that pops on at 610. Just let me know. All you got to do is DM me your email, whatever the criteria is you're looking for in a home, and we can set you up on an automated search that'll send you stuff proactively. If it gets put on the market at 1 o'clock in the morning, I don't know who that realtor is that's staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning, but applause to you. Maybe they're getting up at 1 in the morning, but you'll get an email at 1 in the morning that'll show you that listing, right? If you want that, just let me know and I can send that out to you. Guys, other than that, thanks for joining me and have an absolutely phenomenal rest of your